We gave the truck a basic service. That's what a birthday is, but we do a little bit extra on the top. I asked Lucas tons of questions, he answered tons of questions. It was a really, really productive day and I learnt an absolute buttload.
When I'm not sure, I'm going to say Google it.
Right.
Pushes out, which then does its job and makes your park brake come on. A lot of your slop in your gearbox comes from these all being flogged out.
Some of the things that weren't so great about the truck.
This center bearing's pretty flogged. It should be tight.
Okay.
It's all worn in its own housing. If I pulled that hard, I would be able to snap this whole piece off.
Okay.
So I won't pull it hard.
Okay.
I'll see if this one works. Ooh. There in it. See?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that was wrong was the suspension. The springs in the back were flat. They need to look like this. Or is it this way? No, it's this way. Yep.
Yours is like that.
Right. I ended up capturing like 160 videos of him doing different stuff to the truck. It's probably not that interesting, but it's a really good resource for me later when I need to do something to the truck or I need to go through the service again.
So where your steering shaft goes in, there's a seal under there.
One of the most obvious one of the most obvious things that were wrong about the truck was that the steering liquid was dripping. The rubber seals had just got loose. See that?
And that's where it's leaking from and running down.
So my truck has two ways that it brakes. It's got hydraulic, which just uses fluid, and then it's got air.
So you've got a hydraulic brakes on the front axle and air brakes on the rear axle.
Luckily, towards the end of the day, we found out that one of the brake pots wasn't working properly.
The other ones that have two chambers, so when the air builds up, it releases.
They're shut until the engine starts pumping air into the truck. This is such a smart use of tool.
This is only activated when you put your foot on the pedal.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's the thing it pushes. Brakes on, brakes off.
Does it help to have these facing upwards? So
Yeah, as tight as yeah.
let's spin it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the name of the game is Go.
See if there's any. There's nothing. Could mean that brake fluid's leaking out of this one.
Right,
See how that one's still got majority of its paint and stuff on it?
right.
See how this one doesn't? Brake fluid makes paint peel off. So they have two reservoirs. It's like a backup. You split the brake system in half. So if one system failed, the other one would. See, this one's got more fluid in it. More smoke comes out of the cracks in the pipe. Yeah, it sounds a bit knocky.
So I Googled engine knocking. These are the words that stood out to me. It's a bit like when you jump online to Google back pain and you find out that you're about to die. That's the level of concern I had. Probably not warranted. I should probably have a chat to Glenden. These videos are public, but I have been getting some lovely messages from friends and family. I really enjoy sharing these videos with you and I will continue to do so. I'm glad that everyone's enjoying them. Do consider subscribing. I made an Instagram channel that's just sharing my daily mess ups, lessons, and also wins. I'm also going to try Vero, which is an alternate version of Instagram if anyone's on that. Next, I thought it would be important to learn how to change a tire. It's just a little bit more involved than changing a car tire. I'm going to break the tools.
On the right way, so bend, disco, mate, all your weight.
Oh, well, come on, we've got to undo one, we'll draw this one. Let me get a different sock, I think.
The nuts were not budging. The wheels seemed like they hadn't been removed for a while, so they were super stuck.
Yay! That's it? That's the keep going, yep. It's actually broken. Oh. To the gun now?
Yeah, let's do the bloody gun. And then one nut was just so stuck that even the guns they normally use didn't do the job.
You gun shit, Chris? We all go, God, my gun's better. Nah, get my gun. Mine's an Ingersoll Rand, it's better. Just get a bigger hammer. So we need this big girl. You've got to do one, mate.
I'm so in for one of these.
That's significantly different to this right way. They're so gentle. I feel like my impact driver's got more danger a kick to it. That was easier than the other one, maybe.
Beauty. It's easy on a concrete floor with air pressure, tools, rattle guns, and yep.
And there's no cars going
Yep.
past.
I really enjoyed the confidence that I gained just hanging out with Lucas, hanging out at Glenden, and learning as much as I could during that day. I can't thank the mechanics at Glenden enough. I even got a few lessons on some of the other stuff that was in the shop, like massive generators they use in mining sites. There's a lot of mining here in Australia, as well as a super unique truck. The way I can describe it is, you know, there's really fast, unique cars. They had the prime mover version of that. I didn't know what I was looking at, so when Greg was explaining to me, I was just like, yeah. And I had to ask him a whole bunch of questions to learn more about why this truck was special. So if you're into truck porn, I did get a few awesome shots.
This is pretty rare. This engine, you never see it.
Why is it so rare?
It's an American truck that they've had imported and specially put together.
Right, interesting.
Custom. Everything.
Right.
Wait until you look inside it.
Oh, there's a bit of dirt on the camera. As you do, check out my face. Right, so that wraps up the day. Man, what an awesome day. Just wanted to say thank you very much for letting me come here and hang out and get dirty and change things. And
No worries. Our pleasure.